La Follett's recycling program is exceeding expectations. That's the word from Jim Mullins, who heads up Public Works for the city. At last night's workshop, when asked for permission to apply for a matching grant in order to purchase a small garbage truck to use on the city's daily recycling rounds, he says that most days his crew makes 2 runs to the recycling center because it's currently using a pickup truck. Mullins explains that the grant is a $25,000 energy grant and 80-20 match, and that for the cost of the 1-ton truck and small garbage body totals a little more than $30,000. He also said that there is free money available for his department to have a new tank and shed for its used oil container at no cost to the city. The city burns used motor oil to heat its shop in the winter, and Mullins encourages anyone looking to dispose of motor oil to bring it by the Public Works office on North Massachusetts Avenue. Interim City Administrator Cade Sexton held up the bid paperwork for 3 separate roofing projects in his left hand as he told the mayor and council that the bid specs will run in the 2 county newspapers this week. The city is replacing and refurbishing roofs on Fire Hall number 3 and the East and West La Follette community centers. Director of Finance Terry Schwett announced the dollar amounts the city will spend on 8 new copy machines as it replaces aging 8-year-old copiers. Each size copier the city needs was bid separately from 4 different companies, with the final total cost coming to a shade more than $49,000. Sexton said the $1,500 appraisal on the silver sliver of property in the South 5th Street project comes out to $3,800. Wes Dupee represented the property owner at last night's workshop, saying the landowner agrees to take $5,500. The property is a portion of the curve on South 5th near Cherry and West Beach Streets. The city wants to straighten the curve some and possibly lower that section of the street. It was speculated that the project could cost upwards of $10,000, maybe $15,000 once the grading, paving, fencing, and shaving of the curve is completed. Mullins notes that by lowering the street, they may also end up dealing with underground utilities. The city's Stan Faust told Sexton that renovations on the old library are on schedule and is a few weeks away from completion. It will be used mainly as a conference room. Some city employees would like to expand its trunk or treat event and ask council for $250 Monday night. They would like to offer more games as well as a hayride for the youngsters. More than 3,000 children take part in the annual Halloween happening. It was proposed that city workers volunteer their time to help. The mayor and some council members are pitching in a total of $500 from their discretionary funds to support this week's annual mine rescue contest at Cove Lake Park. Mayor Stanfield made mention that the completion involves more than 300 people who will spend thousands of dollars with our local merchants for the better part of this week. The city sets October 20th for its auction, where it will auction off anything that has been used for the past 2 years. A federal mandate that goes into effect at the end of the year is prompting the police department to buy 9 new radios to accommodate a more narrow bandwidth. Chief Jimmy Jeffries adds that the low bid comes in at $3,700 and that he does not have those funds in his budget. It was quickly mentioned by Councilman Hansford Hatmaker that the chief could have the funds from the auction to pay for the new radios. Jeffries appeared relieved and appreciative. 2 part-time city employees are proposed to be promoted to full-time with benefits. They are in administration, Donna Weaver, who has been part-time for a little more than a year, and on the police force, Officer Lake Evans. Weaver's pay will be $20,800 a year, while Evans is to be paid $26,520 annually, and that's effective on October 6th for both employees. A resolution supporting Campbell County in its efforts to increase recycling opportunities that involves a 2012 state hub and spokes grant application was also discussed. Perennial candidate Virgil Kidwell spoke publicly for the 3rd time to the mayor and council, encouraging them to appoint a replacement for council member Wayne Kitts. Kitts resigned last month in order to run for mayor in the November election. Kidwell is running for council. Hatmaker asked Sexton to look into how many full-time city employees are also working part-time somewhere else. One of Hatmaker's concerns is that those working a part-time job may be using city equipment while doing so. A local design consultant, Bill Bibler, proposed to construct the new fountain in Freeman Park, offering to donate half of the total cost in order to give back to the community. He said a bid would come in right at $30,000 and that he was willing to do it for $15,000. In order to put in the new fountain, the huge tree in the center of the park, used at Christmas as a lighted Christmas tree, needs to come down. Council meets in regular session Tuesday, October 2nd at 6 p.m. at City Hall. The Louie Bluey Festival is this Saturday at Cove Lake State Park, and it all begins at 11 and goes until sometime in the night on Friday. To kick off the weekend, Sounds Like Home. A night of music from the Cumberlands is going to start at 7 o'clock Friday night with Dale Ann Bradley and Steve Gully performing. The cost of Friday night's show is $10 in advance and $12 at the door. Also enjoy fireworks by Pyro Shows after the show. And remember, Saturday beginning at 11 o'clock and going on through the night, we'll have the big Saturday Louie Bluey Festival. Davis Creek Road is closed through the rest of the week as crews repair a slide. The road is closed about 6 miles north of Highway 25W. And tonight is the weekly community prayer meeting at the Old West La Follette School. It begins at 7 o'clock. And that's our news for today. We'll be right back with the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. And it's time now to take a look at the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. 8 people have been booked in to the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Heather Nicole Bolin, 25, of Williamsburg, on a hold for another agency. 18-year-old Tyler Cheyenne Cothran of Island Ford Road in Jacksboro for theft of property under $500. Kathy J. Dixon, 31, of Linden Circle, La Follette, for driving while suspended. 27-year-old Charles David Farmer of Habersham Road in Duff for theft of property under $500 and criminal trespassing. Sherman Douglas Gibson, 27, of Sagefield Drive, La Follette, for theft of property under $500 and criminal trespassing. 40-year-old Charles Scott Hurst of Powell Valley Marine Road in La Follette, an attachment for child support. Cody James Kilgore, 19, of Moon View Drive, La Follette, entered the jail to serve 42 hours. And last today, 22-year-old Dustin M. Seals of Yoakum Hollow Road in Jacksboro on a capious bench warrant. And that's it for our news and press release for this evening. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening and join us back here again tomorrow.
Good Tuesday evening, Campbell County. Jason Shockley here with you for your WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli Birthday and Anniversary Club. We'll get started with our anniversaries. We have one to announce for today. That is Chevy and Ashley Evans celebrating anniversary today. Want to wish you both a very happy anniversary and hope you're enjoying your special day for our birthdays today. We start off with Trey Hall celebrating a birthday, Jonathan Norman, a belated birthday to Penny Goddard, Serendy Stevens, and a belated birthday to Dana Ogg. Want to wish you all a very happy birthday. Hope that you're enjoying your special days. And want to remind everyone out there viewing that each of those names are now eligible for Friday's drawing for 2 free dinners from Eastside Pizza and Deli. And it's not too late. You have the rest of the week to email us, fax us, call us. Tell us about birthdays or anniversaries in your world. We'll announce them right here on TV 12, Radio 1450, and you'll be eligible for the drawing on Friday. We thank you for tuning in and invite you to stay tuned. Your news continues after this.